Hello everyone! It is time for another edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Rollcage TV. Where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talents, but a whole lot of, what do I have a lot of today? Well, to be honest, I've got a lot of congestion. My allergies are bad today. Not sure why, but they're bad a lot of days. Anyway, we got a lot of racing to do. That's what we got a lot of. We are finishing up Tuner. And then we'll be moving on to specials after that at some point. Oops, got my headset. And let's see. I need to complete Modified Event 2 objective. Finish the event in 4th or higher. Okay. So I should need level 1 upgrades for this. This is event 2. So let's see if I can get those. Is that the car I can use? Which is the car I had? These cars I had? No. I don't know which car I was using. Do I not have any of these cars? Is this the only car I can get? Which car did I do the first race in? It didn't really matter because it was a rental anyway. Yeah, these are locked. I can't unlock these until I get the modified finale, which... And I can't get this one until I get the modified event 2, but I'm trying to do the modified event 2. This one I could buy if I'm going to buy one, but this looks like my free one. So this is the one that I will apparently be using. So, but I don't have any upgrades. Wait a minute, this kind of sucks. It's been a week since I did this the last time, and I don't remember. What vehicle did I use for this? Okay. It's just jumping right in here. But I had no miles for it. Do I need to do this without upgrades? Let me see which vehicle I have. They assigned to me. The Honda Civic FD2, okay. So, but I owned this one. Did I not? But I didn't get the 7 miles on it? Oh, this game could be so frustrating having to go back and forth all the time. Okay, but I did not get the miles on it. And there are 3 stages of upgrades. And it's the 7th race with this. Yeah, see, this should be no upgrades, level 1 upgrades, level 2 upgrades, level 3 upgrades. So I really need level 1 upgrades on this vehicle. Okay, so I will get in 7 miles of upgrades. Let me paint it first. I really dislike the fact that you can't progress through the career without going outside of the career. I have to do my own race now. Livery. Use my usual livery. This one. This one. Yeah. Is it that or is it this? Yes. Okay. And back. and apply, and get out of here. And I can't use any, can't, have to back out. Okay, what is this? This is super modified, okay. I need 7 miles to get the level 1 upgrades. So, we go to the race creator, because that's what we're forced to do. Yay. And these are tuners. They just assume that you're going to do these over and over again, or maybe they assume that you're going to do the, super modified. Maybe they assume that you're going to do the, which one was it? This one. Right? Okay. And how many laps do I need to do of the oval? I need 7, so that's 3 laps. 3 laps. Okay. Laps. 3 laps. Just 2 drivers. Okay. Create the event. Oh. So distressing. Maybe they assume you're going to do the story mode or something. I don't know. The story mode is horrible. It's only like 30-some races. And the career mode has so many weirdnesses and jacks and bugs, and the game is fun to play, but very frustrating to try to do a career out of. Well, I'll consider this as a warm-up. A warm-up just going around in circles. In case you're wondering what I'm trying to do, why I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do, this is the second time I'm using this car. But they did not give me access to the car until after the first race. And so I was using it as a rental, and it didn't put any miles on it for me. But this thing is structured such that to be competitive, you need level 1 upgrades. Because there's 4 races, you're expected to have level 1 upgrades. No upgrades with first race, level 1 upgrade, which I just did previously last session. Then level 1 upgrades, level 2 upgrades, level 3 upgrades, right? Because there are, in this case, 3 levels of upgrades. But I can't get level 1 upgrades until I do the race. And sometimes the races aren't long enough to actually get you the miles anyway to get the level 3 upgrades. Or to get the level 1 upgrades, or the level 2 upgrades, or whatever. So I might do this, qualify for the level 1 upgrades, and then still not have enough miles for the level 2 upgrades for the next race, and have to do another custom race. Now, to me, I think it's terrible that you are forced to, in order to get the upgrades to be competitive, you're forced to do custom races. But I also think it's terrible that the custom races even count towards the career. So that if I just wanted to play around on this player file by just fooling around and doing some custom races, and I think even multiplayer races are the same thing, I would get to upgrade my vehicles before I even did the career. So what's the point of the career, progressing through the career? All my cars would be always upgraded all the way to the top. So there seems to be no winning or losing. I mean, there's only losing, there's no winning. Anyway, this happens every time I play this game. It's like, oh boy, this is such a fun game to play. I love this game, and I do love playing, racing in the game. Such a fun game to play. But then, immediately out of the gate, bam, I run into something really stupid in the design that drives me crazy. Okay, I should have my 7 miles so I can upgrade it now. Because the second time I've used the car, and without the level 1 upgrades for the second race, it's not competitive. And I have experienced that before. I'm not just making that up. It's not just that they always want you to be 1 level behind. They expect you to have level 1 upgraded cars. Because it's against level 1 upgraded cars. They force you to have a rental the first time in a lot of these categories. Okay, now, if I go back to the career mode, go to semi-pro. That's another thing that drives me crazy. It doesn't remember where you left off. Go to the tuner. Come down here. This is the next race I need to do. I got gold in that race with an unupgraded car. So now I have a level 1 upgraded car eligible. And click here. And also never remembers the car that you last used. This is the car I last used, right? Yes, thank you. Now I can do the upgrades. And I can do the level 1 upgrades, see? And oh, there's no extras this time. That's good, because the extras are really stupid. Okay, and I might as well do the 1.1 upgrades as well. Okay, now I have got level 1 upgrades. I should be competitive for this race. And I'm also going to clean and spray it. Because why not? I'm also going to grab some pretzels. I'm hungry. Alright, and this is just a time attack, I think. So it's not a big deal, but just this probably would not have given me the 7 miles necessary for the next upgrade anyway. Because this is just 3 laps around here. And I'm going to have to do another custom race to get to the level 2 upgrades for the next race, I think. So I can get to level 3 upgrades for the final race. I don't know what they expect the career mode, where they expect that to fit in. Like, are you not supposed to really do the career mode? Or do they just expect you're going to do the story mode and then just play online for the rest of the time? Or what? Because the story mode is nothing. You can get through the whole game. If the game is the story mode, you can get through the game in like 2 hours. The story mode is very short. It's only like 30 races. Maybe slightly more than 2 hours, but not much more than 2 hours. Assuming that you skip through all the really hokey and stupid cutscenes, because they're horrible. The cutscenes are horrible, and they're unbearably long. They spent a lot of money on getting live actors to do the... And I don't blame the actors. The actors are pretty good, but the writing is just horrible. See what I mean? I've got somebody right behind me. Without the level 1 upgrades, I would not be competitive in this. It's not like I'm blowing past these people. I'm playing at the what's called the hard difficulty. It's actually just the average difficulty. They have easy, medium, hard, extra hard, and triple X hard. I don't know. It's like hard, super, and legendary or something. I don't know. It's something stupid. Expert and legendary, I think that's what it's called. Right now, I'm still in 22nd place. It's a bit distressing. I think the goal is to finish 4th or better. Maybe they just expect that you're gonna redo races over and over again? I don't know. "14th place. Okay, that's not great. The last lap. I gotta really pick it up here. And I've not had any, competition in front of me. I mean, I've not run off the road or anything. I've not had people blocking me out or anything. And look, my time is lower. I've got a lower split. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a great player or anything. Maybe it sounds like I'm just complaining because I stake. I do stake, but that's not why I'm complaining. I don't mind staking. You should have seen the last game I played, Isle of Man 3. Well, I did a lot of complaining about that too, because you didn't have to stake. It was just unbearably difficult. Isle of Man 3 was a game where the career mode seemed to be, yeah, something was wrong with it. Okay, where did I end up? 10th place, that's not good enough. You can never drive in this view. I'm doing better than you would. Well, thank you. But I have to try it again. That's the only view for vehicles. Do you drive in the chase cam view? Because I can't drive in chase cam. It completely disorients me. Chase cam, for some reason on cars in chase cam, when you turn to the right, if you're in a car and you're turning to the right, where are your eyes looking? You're looking to the right, because that's where you're looking into the turn, right? If you're in chase cam view and you're turning to the right, they show you the right side of your car, which means you're looking left of center, not right of center. So your view is exactly in the wrong direction from where it should be. You play more Forza than Assetto Corsa. Forza Motorsports? Or Forza Horizon? Yeah, I've played a ton of both Forza Motorsports and Forza Horizon. Assetto Corsa, I haven't played ACC. I don't have that on the Xbox. I'm playing on the Xbox. Both. I played so much Forza in my day. Forza, because I'm playing with a controller, the original Assetto Corsa, I just can't play. I can't keep control of the vehicle. Mostly Horizon now because you like to play with friends. Yeah, I don't even have Horizons 5. I got burned out on Horizons 4. I have some philosophical issues with them. All right, I'll continue to get the mileage, but I'm gonna have to do that again. Yeah, I love Forza Horizons 2, 3. I even got the I'm trying to remember, I don't think I played 1. Let's see, let me just try this again. No, remember the last one I used, for goodness sakes. Forza Horizon 4, they started like locking content behind skill walls. And I couldn't do drifting, and so I was never going to get 5 stars on 3 stars on all the challenges, and so I couldn't get access to some of the content. Drove me crazy. AC is it's hard on control and mouse. I can't wait to get wheel for it, but you play it on PC. I used to play with a wheel on PC, everything, back in the day. And but I no longer have room for my wheel. I still have a wheel sitting there, but I don't have a place for it now. I'm playing out in the living room with two other roommates who I don't think would appreciate me setting a wheel up here, sitting on their coffee table. Yeah, I used to have a dedicated PC, gaming PC and everything, but the PC fell apart, and I'm too old. I decided that I could no longer afford to maintain a good PC, good gaming PC, because every year you have to replace something. Often more often than every year. You have to replace the graphics card. You have to replace the power supply every time you replace the graphics card, or eventually, you need a new CPU, or you need a new motherboard at some point, and then you need a new case because the old case can't fit the new graphics card. And I just got tired of, one, I didn't have the money, and two, I just didn't have the energy anymore. I'm an old guy now. I decided I just didn't have the energy for it. So I started playing on the console, and found it was a much simpler life. And back then, a lot of games weren't available on the console, but I still enjoyed myself more. Now, pretty much every game that's worth anything is released on the console at the same time as the PC, because consoles are a huge part of the market now. I may just be underpowered. I might have to keep trying this until I can get the next level upgrades. And so everyone knows, my chat is, I'm not just saying this to you, but my chat is not in front of me. I'm playing with just one monitor, and my chat is down at my side on a tablet. So I can't read the chat while I'm in the middle of a race. So I'll check the chat when the race is over. I'm not trying to be rude and elitist, ignore everybody that's talking to me or anything like that. I do read all the chats eventually, but sometimes it takes a while to get to them. And even in games where I can look down at the monitor, like I play Civilization 6, for example, even in those games, oh, thank you for going over that way. Even in those games, I don't always notice stuff on the chat. I'll look around and da-da-da. I've only been doing this for 3.5 years. You'd think I'd be better at this by now, but like I said, I'm an old guy. My brain doesn't work so good. Fourth, I think that's good enough if I stay in fourth. Let's see if I can do a little bit better. I think the objective was fourth. Now you see why I took the time, though, to get my level 1 upgrades in. Because I would not have... I didn't make it the first try, even with the level 1 upgrades. Racing is my thing. That's why my nickname is Roll Cage. It's been Roll Cage for 15 years or something like that. So, and TV is not because of television. It's just my initials. I don't necessarily like having the TV at the end, but it's distinctive. Titanium Vanadium, because back in my day I was strong and dangerous. I legally changed my name to Titanium Vanadium. No, I'm kidding. That's true sometimes. You buy yarns on a budget, but I still play on my Xbox more often. Yeah. I mean, You buy the Xbox, and then what's your expense? Have to buy a new controller every couple of years, depending on how much you destroy it. Maybe some batteries, But then, in 5 years or 8 years or however long it is, well, you got to buy another one. I'm playing on an Xbox One Series X, Xbox One X right now. It's an Xbox One. I do have a Series, but I haven't even plugged it in and set it up yet. Understand you have no problem with that. I'm not sure what that was in reference to, but... okay, so I made it. I achieved what I needed to achieve. I can move on. Will I have enough? Will I have enough for the level 2 upgrades, though? That's the question. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I really appreciate it. Today is racing day on Saturday. And this is, if you're watching on YouTube, I stream Grid Legends on most Saturdays, and then Dirt Rally 2, first Saturday of the month, on Saturday afternoons, twitch.tv/RollCageUnderbarTV. Bought a used Elite controller a couple years ago. It lasted better than the other controller. I was referencing that. Yeah, I had an Elite controller too. Or an Elite Controller 1, actually. It started to lose tracking, and so I was going to buy an Elite Controller 2, because that one you can adjust the dead space on it, because some games give you no dead space, and so it started to lose tracking after a few years, or after some period of time. But I had it in my box, and I don't know if it's humid in here or what, but the rubber handles were starting to come up, which is part of the problem with the Elite controllers. But yeah, I love the Elite controller because you could adjust the length of the joysticks and all that stuff. That was fantastic. I could swap it around so that driving games I could have a long stick on my steering thumb, and but then I could switch it around so I'd have a longer stick on my right thumb if that was my aiming thumb, that kind of thing. Yeah, you bought it used, huh? They now have like mini Elite controllers or half Elite. I don't know. They're different colors and they call them Elite, but they're not like the Elite 2 controller, which is in black. They don't have some of the features, so I don't know what they are. But I can get an Elite 2 controller now for like 22% off. I'm just putting it off because money. All right. Let's go back. Don't remember where I left off. That's fine. Doesn't annoy me every time. Okay, and let's see. Now, do I have enough mileage to get the level 2 upgrades? That's the question. Because that's the finale, and then I'll need level 3 for the fully upgraded. And why are you putting it? I'm guessing I don't have enough. No, I need 3 more miles. Of course I need 3 more miles. You just assume that I'm going to put in more miles outside of the career mode. It drives me freaking crazy. Why? Why? And of course it's 3 miles, so I have to do 2 laps. Read event. Yes, that's the one I want. That's what I love most of it. Oh, you're referencing that you can't see chat. Understand that you can't see chat. You have no problems with that. Okay. Have you played this game before? Oh, I think you said you haven't played this game. It's a super fun game. I mean, it's sim-cade, right? So it's certainly more of a Horizons than a than a motorsports or an ACC. But yeah, if you're trying to stream it and do a career mode stream of it, it can be a little frustrating. Now this I should, because I got those level 1 upgrades, I should be fine. You know? I don't even need to win, I just need to, and I did have the thing set up to recognize upgrades. But I don't know what my AI, if they use the same upgrades that I use on a custom event. I haven't tried this multiplayer yet. I almost never play multiplayer anymore. I used to play multiplayer a lot, but since I started streaming, I stream 4 days a week. Again, for those of you on YouTube, well, anyone watching this on Twitch too. Saturday afternoon, starting at 1:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time, which is Iowa time. I don't live in Iowa. Got nothing for or against Iowa. I live in Minnesota, but Iowa's a lot easier to type than Minnesota. On Sundays at that same time I do SnowRunner, and that I do for about 6 hours. Usually it's about 3 hours for this game, maybe 3.5, or for Dirt Rally. And then on Tuesdays and Thursday nights I do Civilization 6 at 6:30, starting at 6:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. If you go to twitch.tv/RollCageUnderbarTV and go to my schedule page, that schedule is pretty accurate. I try to keep that up to date. Everything's on YouTube, youtube.com/@RollCageTV. Once every 3 months I'll do a special that's Twitch only, but otherwise everything goes up on YouTube as well. Going to lurk a bit while you play a game? No problems, brother. Thanks for lurking around. Do well on your game. When are you gonna play, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, if you don't want to tell me, that's fine too. Playing a game. It's just a game. Stop asking too many questions. You gonna play Big Kitty Little City? Ah, Phasmophobia. Is that fairly new? I've not seen that game. I don't know what it's about, but I've seen the ads for it. I have a good friend and great supporter of the channel, Sneering Newt, who streams. He's been streaming a bunch of games. He streams a lot of Sea of Thieves. So I give him a shout every chance I get. You only started playing. It's a ghost hunting game. Okay, well that makes sense. Okay, back to. I didn't go to the career because I've got all the other upgrades I need, I think. And super modified finale, and pick the wrong car. Upgrades. Give me those level 2 upgrades. I've got plenty of money now because I'm not upgrading my team anymore. I've got those upgraded as much as I want. Okay, and now will I get 8 miles in this race, or will I have to go do another custom race to get the final upgrades? We'll see. If I were a betting person, I would bet the answer is no. I shouldn't hit escape there. Okay, I got the upgrades there. So, Alright. Red Bull Ring. Nice. Oh, I didn't look to see what kind of races there was. I didn't even look to see how many events there were. We'll see. Oh, wait. Ah! Gotta go! I still have my parking brake on. It's okay. Ah, it's okay. I'm good. My bad. They're so aggressive in this game. I will restart sometimes if they just completely wipe you out on the first turn, but that was my fault. 5 laps. Plenty of time. Yes, I don't even know how long I've been playing racing games. I've been playing racing games for probably close to 50 years. The first racing game I played, I mean, I was a teenager when video games first came to the pinball arcades and bowling alleys. So. First racing game I played was, I might have played something at the arcade, but the first home racing game I played was Night Driver on the original Atari video game system, the Atari 2600. And my Atari 2600 was so old, it wasn't even called a 2600, it was just called the Atari video game system. Oh no! Oh, this is bad. They are very aggressive, and they expect that you're going to play the game with flashbacks, I think. I've got a Nemesis now. And I hate flashbacks. I refuse to play with flashbacks. I have it turned off in the option that flashbacks turned off. And I don't have a button assigned to it even. So if I decide I want to play with it, I wouldn't be able to. And that's my rival. Or my nemesis, not my rival. There's nemesis and rivals, which are two different things. The purple dot is my rival. Sometimes there's an objective to beat that person for like a particular sponsorship or something, but the sponsorships are kind of broken in this game. You don't always get credit for them. Trying to focus here because I have a feeling I'm going to have to do this race over again anyway, but I might as well finish it out and get the mileage for it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have the mileage for the last race anyway, so let's see how I can do it. I may just not be having a good day. Maybe having a skill deficiency day. Yes, look up Night Driver. It's on Wikipedia. Night Driver game. Atari game. It was I don't know if it was supposed to be first person or third person perspective. You really couldn't tell. It used a special controller, a driving controller. Or maybe this one used a paddle. There was another game that used a driving controller. It was a top-down game. And the difference was you could turn the controller all the way around. There was no hard stops to it. And it was just black with white like lines on it on the side, which indicated the sides of the road. 12. I don't think that's going to be good enough. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be good enough. I may end up having to turn the difficulty down. Do I think I could win this? Yeah, see, I wouldn't even get the upgrade available. Do I think I could win this in one more attempt? Unless it's a multi-race event. Oh, it's a multi-race event. I might still have a chance. 10th place, though. That's very unlikely. I don't know where I have to finish. 3rd? Unique achievement? Of course, I didn't pay attention. And, sometimes you can do really poorly in the first race and still win the event. Because they kind of at random pick the driver that's going to win. It isn't usually the same driver that won the first event. So, now 2 10th places aren't going to win an event. But if I get a 10th and a first, there's a chance that I'll at least get a pole position, which I think is all I need. And the advantage of finishing 10th on the first race is I'll be able to start in the middle of the pack. Whereas if I won the first race, I'll be starting at the back of the pack. So I still have a chance. And since I don't have enough, that was a terrible turn. Because I don't have enough mileage to get the next upgrade anyway. But if I don't achieve this, I am going to turn the difficulty down just to. They don't want to be here all day. Making attempt after attempt. If I was doing it on my own, I might, but since I'm streaming it, I want to keep it going. Keep the game going. Keep the progress going. Whoa! Oh, and now I'm going to get a nemesis for that. The problem with the nemesis is, one, the game is they're very aggressive as it is. But 2, when you get a nemesis, and this was something that's like the conceit of Grid. This was a unique thing that Grid had done from the beginning. You can get a nemesis, and then the nemesis will come after you and try to hurt you even more. The thing is, they also give them a speed boost when you're your nemesis. It's not just that they get more aggressive towards you. So if you get a nemesis, you have a chance of not just getting killed, but also getting run off the road. Not just getting run off the road, but you have a better chance of getting run off the road because they're going to get ahead of you. Okay, P1. Oh, that's a terrible turn. I'm not doing that turn well. I don't know any of these courses. I don't play games between. I mentioned I used to play multiplayer games all the time. Since I started streaming, because I stream 4 days a week, and then the other 3 days a week, I'm working on chopping up the streams for YouTube and stuff like that. I almost never play games other than when I'm streaming anymore. Very rarely. So it's like, well, I got a little bit of time. Let me play some Doom or something. I've been playing a lot of it. What is wrong with me? Why can't I make that turn? Well, it's out of my hands now. It will have the mileage. I don't know if there's one more race or what. Race first, event. First place in the event after finishing 10th in the first game. That's, excuse me a second. First place in the event after finishing 10th in the first race is pretty cool. I don't know if there's one more or not. Rounds 2 of 3. There is one more. Okay. Well, this means they're going to start me in the back. And as long as it's not an elimination race, I might be okay. If it's an elimination race, I could be in trouble. Fortunately, it is not an elimination race.
Sorry, race control are about to get this underway.
Alright, I'm sitting forward. I'm in attack position. Trying to focus on what I have to do. Sorry about the coughing. Got the went and grabbed a pretzel stick. Quite get it down right. Oh, see what I mean? Somebody hit me from behind there. Now, I don't have time for this. No, I'm not sure I want to restart, but I am going to restart. It's too early in the race, and they started me back at the back. And I don't want to have to rerun this whole thing over again. Mostly because I don't have time for this YouTube episode before I take my Twitch break. I try to keep the episodes between 50 and 55 minutes. Keep them under an hour. And I'm already at 46 minutes, so. Again, I don't need to win the event, but I think I do need to at least come in third. I would not mind playing this on a higher difficulty level, except not only are the cars, the AI a little faster, they're also much more aggressive. And because I'm not playing with flashbacks, and I am playing with damage on and all that stuff, once they get so aggressive that they'll knock you to the side, and then because the cars are a little bit faster than you on the straightaways, you're not going to do it. You're not going to cover. At least I'm not going to. So the game really is set up to have flashbacks. It's kind of lazy. They don't make the AI smart enough. They basically just, they hug the line and they go for it, and if you're in their way, you're in their way. Uh-oh. And, oh, see? I think that guy was my nemesis from some time back. Yeah, he's got I think he had that red mark on his thing before he hit me. So yeah, if you don't play with, they expect you're going to play with flashbacks, I think. But I can't handle the flashbacks. It's so, it offends me. It also offends me to restart races over again, but I suppose flashbacks are less offensive than that. But usually I can get by without restarting. Whoa! Oh, no! This is gonna be awful. In the last lap, too. I'm gonna have to redo this thing over again. If I have to redo it over again, I'm doing it a lower difficulty level for sure. It's too long to have to do it 3 times. Did I get a gold medal for that? I got the event objective. It looked like they gave me a gold medal, like I won the whole thing overall, which makes no sense to me. I finished... When did I finish in that race? I finished 10th in the first race, 15th in the third race, and I won the event overall. It was a tie. That's ridiculous. In most racing games, they'll have like 2, 3, maybe 4 people that are all kind of fighting for the most points. So if you're going to win an event, you've got to, you know, finish in the top 3 on all 3 stages to have a chance at winning it. This is, they just pick people at random. They just pick people at random to win any particular stage. They mix them all up. And so since the people that are at the top start at the bottom, they're no better or faster than anyone else. Anyway, I'm not complaining about that. I got through it. I thought I was going to have to do it over again. But it's just so much different than other racing games in that regard. They spend so much money on the cutscenes and the story mode that they had to skimp on other aspects of the game. Alright. Let me see what's next. I think it's only one more race. And then we're going to move on to the... I'm going to have to do this now. How many races are there in it? Only one round. Okay, I'm going to do this now because I don't want to stop in the middle of... if this goes a little over an hour, it goes a little over an hour. But I'm about to change car classes. I'm not going to change car classes in the middle of YouTube episodes. Hopefully I'll get this done quickly enough. Wait. I don't have the, I forgot to get my upgrades. It's the fully upgraded final. I think I need the full upgrades. Don't take me back where I was. Why would you want to do that? Why would you even consider taking me back where I was? Okay. Alright. Now, let's do it. 53 minutes. Can I get this done in under 7 minutes? It's only a single race. Well, I got 5 laps. They're starting me in 5th. So unless I run into some super aggression, I should be okay. I'm fully upgraded. They're fully upgraded. What was I just saying about some super aggression? I've got a nemesis already right behind me? How can I get a nemesis? Did it carry over from the last race when I restarted? I do. I have a nemesis already. Did I start the race with a nemesis? Is that why I got run off the road? Well, if I can get ahead of everyone but my nemesis, they might get lost in traffic. Otherwise, they'll be able to catch me because they do get a speed boost. Because the cars drive on a combination of petrol and anger and fury. I don't care about my teammate. That's another thing. You can upgrade your teammate's performance. And it's like, why? He tapped me. There's no motivation to have your teammate do well. Maybe you get some more points for your team But if your teammate beats you, you get a lot less money, right? Because you finish in a lower place. So upgrading your teammate's skill only means he's more likely to beat you. So I didn't show that off during this hour, but you can upgrade things about your teammates and upgrade things about your sponsorship ability, offers and stuff like that, even though the sponsorships, half of them are broken, so I'm not even paying attention to that. I've already got my teammate upgraded as far as I want him to be upgraded, which is basically just to tell him, okay, fall back, and cutting his pay, his cut, which I feel terrible about. I feel terrible about cutting his pay, and at the same time forcing him to, he's got a higher chance of listening to when I say I want him to fall back. Now this one I have to win. And this is, they are pretty fast. I'm fully upgraded. I might be hitting my Waterloo here. I do have damage on. I have performance degradation on. There's two kinds of damage. You can have critical damage turned on or off, meaning whether or not they'll take you out of the race if you get too much damage. And then you can have just normal performance damage. Boy, that was terrible. I can't afford that. You can turn the performance damage off so that even though you smash up your car a lot, it doesn't affect your performance. But I have both turned on. I can both crash out instantly and be knocked out of the race, or I can get accumulated damage that will degrade the performance. It's only lap 2. I've got time. But it doesn't feel like my car is as fast as some of these others. And I don't know if I'm getting any time penalties or not. I used to think that you couldn't get a time penalty in this game. The stewards would just warn you. Like, well, they're reviewing. You get a message, they're reviewing. Who is that behind me? That's not my nemesis. Is it? I mean, these guys are considered like I got bumped again. See, I didn't even get a warning that time from the stewards. I don't know who this guy is behind me. He's like right on me this whole time. I don't think he's that nemesis I got. No, I don't see a red dot behind me on the map when I take the chance of looking at the map. I didn't like accidentally turn the difficulty of this thing up, did I? Yes, I'm cutting all over the place. I'm cheating. Look at this guy. He is definitely faster than me down the straightaway. I'm going to have to do this race over again. Wow. Well, I'm going to be spending an hour just doing custom races. Because I'm not going to change classification in the middle of a race. Now they're going to penalize me for that. Please don't penalize me for that. I still have 2 people to go. And I got to kind of hope that they crash out. Yeah, I'm going to get a penalty. I already got a penalty. I can see it in the red there. Pressure is on. Now that I put one person between me and that guy that was chasing me, I've got a better chance of staying ahead of him. Because like I said, they're not really good about passing. They just kind of, they have the line, they go on the line, and that's pretty much the extent of their AI. And if somebody's in their way, they just hit them. Okay, 1 lap to go. This is, I don't know if this is going to happen, folks. I mean, I got this thing pegged. I'm not faster than him at all. In any way, shape, or form. And now he's a nemesis. Yeah, this is it. This is a loss. I'm already over an hour. Ninth, because of all the time penalties. Well, this is going to be a long episode. Yeah. Which I hate to do, but I'm turning the difficulty all the way down to make sure I can get through this in one more try. I'm trying to think of the fastest way of doing that. I think it's just like this. Maybe I had the difficulty turned up too high. Higher than normal. They were definitely faster than me. Options. Gameplay. No, it was on hard. Very disappointing.
Shortly as
It may be the vehicle. It may be that, oh, I'm not supposed to use this vehicle. But I have not seen. The game is not so sophisticated that the vehicle itself seems to make a lot of difference. They look different, but I'm not sure they perform different. And I can't turn the difficulty back up after I do one lap or something, unfortunately. I have no problems with playing games at lower difficulties, just to get through them. Philosophically, I have no problems. I have no pride. I'm an old man. I'm long beyond pride. Fortunately, this game does give you a range of difficulty options. I've mentioned TT Island Man 3, the last game I played. Last racing game I played, the series before I started this series on Saturdays. And I played TT Island Man 2, and TT Island Man 2 has one, you can't exactly set the difficulty level, but you've got 3 tracks, easy, a medium, and hard track. And so in effect there are 3 different tracks, and I could get through the easy track, winning a lot of races, enough that I could get enough points to get me through some of the harder races that were also on the schedule. You can choose a different track on the schedule, and it was really fun. I would, if I played one of the harder track races, I usually wouldn't win, but I could finish at least in the middle of the track. I could qualify for the last race, the big TT Island Man race. TT Island Man 3 is utterly ridiculous. It comes with 71 skill levels. Right? You can set the AI difficulty. Well, it comes with 71 AI difficulties, but the only thing that it is its AI difficulty. From 30 to 100, right? So that's 71. Don't make a fence post error. And at the lowest AI difficulty level, first of all, there's a lot of time defense, and to qualify for the last race, you have to do it in a certain amount of time. And it does not matter what AI difficulty you set it to. You have to still do a lap in however many minutes it is. So they don't pay attention to the AI difficulty. And if you look at the game, even the AI would not qualify for the final race. Except at the very end of the race, they cheat. The end of the qualifier, they cheat and amazingly qualify just the right number of AI bikes for the last race. So that's bad. That they don't adjust the time based on the AI difficulty, and the AI would actually meet the time. But also, the lowest AI difficulty, not only could I never win a race, not only could I never finish more than last place in a race, I almost never finished within twice the time of the last place. Of the gap between first and ninth, there were 10 people in the race, so the gap between first and ninth was always multi times larger than the gap between me and ninth place. I mean, I didn't just finish last. I finished last by an unbelievably large margin. Now, I talked to people and they said, oh, I love that game, Teach Man 3. I like it better than 2. And I asked them, well, did you play the career race? No, I never play against the AI. Like, oh, okay. It's a beautiful game, unless you try to play against the AI. And the real problem is it's just so unbelievably much harder than the previous iteration of the game. And it turns out it was not written by the same people. It's published by the same people. It's not written by the same people. And for some reason, the new group of people made the game unbearably difficult. I mean, I don't know who made the game, but I mean, who, as far as who they are, where they came from, whether they use cheat codes to get through the development or what. But it's just, or maybe they never played the career mode. Maybe they just, you know, ran time trials or something. I don't know, but there is not a single person I've talked to while I was playing that game that felt that, oh yeah, the difficulty level was appropriate. Even at the lowest, now I'm not the best guy, but, you know, the most talented for sure. But, like I said, by comparison, TTL Man 2, I could win races on the lower difficulty track. I could pole position on the medium difficulty track, and I could finish middle of the pack on the highest difficulty track. To go from that to on the lowest difficulty, not coming even anywhere near close to anywhere but last place, is just ridiculous. I mean, and why do they start at 30? Because they thought zero was too easy? I don't know. I played Dirt Rally 2, and Dirt Rally 2 is considered kind of a difficult game. And I consistently finish on the daily events, either top of the third, right around the middle, or you're near the bottom of the second quartile or near the top of the third quartile, right? So I don't stink. I'm not as good as, you know, I know I'm not as good as a lot of streamers or, you know, whatever, that do content creation. But I'm not horrible. I'm pretty much average in terms of driving games. Even driving games are considered difficult. But Teach Man 3, it's just like avoid it at all costs. So it made for a terrible series, unfortunately. It's on my YouTube channel. You want to go watch my Teach Man 3 series and laugh. I committed to doing so many seasons, 10 seasons, 5 with each bicycle class, and then upgrading the bike once for each time through. And I was having enough fun playing the game, because it's a beautiful game, and I got people that would tune in and say, oh, I love this game. I got quite a few subscribers on both Twitch and on YouTube because of I was playing TGL Man 3. But it was so, I don't know why. I don't know why anybody would want to watch somebody finish a distant last place every single time. Well, this is a ridiculously long YouTube episode. I apologize. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll know it's a ridiculously long episode. And you probably haven't clicked on it because it's ridiculously long. Also, my audio might be going bad because my party chat goes away after an hour. And there's a bug. There's still a bug in the YouTube, in the Xbox version of the Twitch app. They changed it a few months back. Maybe it's been a year now. And they broke something where the audio goes all wiggly. And you can sound it with the microphone mostly, but it's not just the microphone, it's all the audio. But so far it sounds pretty good. But before I do my outro, I will... Okay, I started a new party chat, so I can do my outro with that. Well, I got past it. I'm ready to move on. I had to turn the difficulty all the way down. I had to do an extra long episode, which I was not anticipating, but such is life. So if you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I'm going to take a break here. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. I still got a couple hours to go yet in the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be out the next weekend. 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, Iowa time, which is midnight in the UK, 6 a.m. the next day in Bangladesh, and noon the next day in the UK. So, yeah, all over the earth. That's the great thing about the internet. You can watch me all over the world, 4 corners of the earth. So, yes, folks, Twitch, stick around. I'll be back in just a few minutes. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thanks for watching, and I will see you then.